I do have a knife. I have a knife, guys, so stay back. Hey everyone, my name is Mina and this is Hello Fridays and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing something really special and something I've been looking at for a really long time, and I finally bit the bullet and bought them. And they are some tights from Sheertex. And honestly, I've been seeing them around on Instagram and I've seen a lot of articles that these are essentially like nearly impossible, unbreakable tights. And for someone who has jagged toenails and does not put on tights properly and very, very clumsy, this definitely stood out to me because I would go through a lot of stockings. So with that said, I'm looking to just like let you guys know more about it and rate them based on a few criteria. So I'm gonna get my little notepad. The first criteria that I want to test is the main thing that they claim, which is durability. So I'm gonna put them through, not like through battle or anything and wear them as bulletproof armor, but I'm gonna go through some like usual things that tend to snag my tights. The second thing that I looked at was appearance. So they said that these tights are actually very thick, but as we know, some like tights may have like not a smooth appearance. So I want to see what those tights look like on my legs and if they cover any like imperfections that you may not necessarily want to show. The next thing I want to look at is variety. So on their site, do they have options for, I don't know, say different kinds of stockings? And the next thing I want to talk about, and it's probably really important to me, is inclusivity. Given that there are so many types of customers out there, whether they're different genders, different ages, and different body types, or different skin types, like I think that that's really important for a company to show support on and show how they actually look like on those different kinds of body types and people. Other thing that I am looking for is sustainability. So this is a channel where I do like to talk about sustainability, not like as my main channel topic, but occasionally I like to sprinkle a little bit because that is an interest of mine. I want to be able to rate what their, I guess, like sustainableness is. And finally, I want to talk about price. So those are the different criteria. Wait, how many criteria are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 criteria that I want to rate these tights on and slash stockings. And then at the end of the day, I hope that gives you enough information as to whether you should bite the bullet and buy these Sheertex indestructible leggings or not. If you guys are wondering about sizing, I'm about 5'2". I have really, really short legs. My torso is much longer. And I have like I would say I have stumpy legs. So I'm 5'2", I'm about 110 pounds, so that actually puts me right in between extra small and small. So if you're in between sizes, I highly recommend that you size up versus size down, because these are actually pretty tight. Like this belly band, if I gained like, I'd say like 5 pounds around my waist, this would become quite uncomfortable. The first thing I want to test is essentially durability. Like the whole major claim as to why these tights or slash stockings are so expensive is because they claim to be indestructible up to a certain degree. And here they actually have a sheer test kit. And because I am not sponsored, admittedly, I will not actually put my actual stockings to the test because Jesus Christ, they're like $90 a pair. So they did include this sheer test kit in every single one of your, I guess, packages. Let's see if we can focus here. It's every single one of your packages, and over here it even says like test our unbreakable in human hands knit versus your strap. With that said, I will be using a few things on this test kit to see how durable they are. There we go. What you get is this like half a sock for you to play around with. I'm gonna pretend that this is my knee. Hot. Oh wow. Okay, so I am literally, oh wait. I don't know if that's ink or not. You guys can't see it, so look at this. Yeah, so now you see like those 2 dots for my pen. It does like expand the hole a little bit. Like the threads, it looks like it expanded a little bit, but if you massage it back out, it looks like the threads actually come back together. So, okay, I guess you passed the pen test, good job. I'm gonna drag this knife over it because it does have like a little bit of snag to it when I rough it in, so. It was actually kind of mean. I don't know if I'm giving this a fair shot. Okay, if you do this, it's going to peel. You can see that. That is from the knife. So don't be dragging anything rough on it. But otherwise, like, okay, I don't know why you would stab yourself that hard and for that long, but with that said, in comparison relative to other tights, it's totally fine. It's still staying in shape. There's no like those ladders that you would see in dragging on the usual ones. It kind of just comes together, but it does, you know, take out some of the threads out. So it does pill if you do drag something that is like that. I'm gonna take this out to the concrete, drag it a little bit, and see what happens. Giving the sock a few good scrapes on the cement, like as if I've fallen and I can't get out like a damsel in distress. And so far, honestly, it's not that bad. But after a few other tries, you can see that there is some distressing on the sock. But with that said, when I did take off the sock, there is actually no damage to my actual skin. So I'd say that they did pass the cement test. From what I can tell in the stockings, I noticed that it's not entirely smooth despite how thick it actually is. Like if you look from afar, you can kind of see like the little threads coming together. I don't know if that makes sense. So instead of like one smooth black leg, you get like a little bit of thread counts. You can kind of see the thread counts, which is not a problem to me, but I know that other people will want like a really smooth look. So I probably give the appearance of 3 out of 5. The next thing I want to talk about is comfort. And there are 2 parts to this section. So number 1 is I really love the belly band. And it's like as if I have my own shapewear and keeping everything sucked in. The other thing though, it's definitely not the silkiest stocking I've ever worn. It does have like a slight itch factor, and because I have sensitive skin, I feel it a little bit more. So in combination with the belly band and keeping your stockings up and the itchiness, I want to give it like a 3.5. So as you can see here, the belly band is actually really thick, because I find that for regular ones, they are a lot thinner. Actually, let me like grab one just to show you guys. These are some like regular ones that I bought, I don't know when, but these are a lot thicker. And even for the thicker stockings that I have, this band is tiny, and I find that these tend to slide all the way down. I have to pull my leg parts up as the day goes on just to make sure they don't like roosh down there. But with that said, the Sheertex ones have this thicker belly band. I just find that so much more comfortable as it cinches everything together and makes sure that all of these are kept up throughout the entire day. When it comes to inclusivity, I think Sheertex gets a 4.5 because I think that there's always room for improvement there. Number 1, I really love how there's great representation when it comes to age. There's people in their young adulthood, or I think a lady, she was like probably in her 70s, I'm guessing, but she looks amazing. There's also like different gender representation, which is amazing. There's also different body type representation, so you can see like what their sizing actually looks like on yourself. There was a model who also had different pigmented skin. I don't know what that condition is called, but I really like how it shows that despite like different skin, different body type, different ages, different kinds of people, you can still wear stockings, and that's totally cool if that's how you want to express yourself. Why I'm giving it a 4.5 is because I noticed that there's only 3 different skin shades. I think that we can definitely work a little bit more in terms of including more skin colors, because the last thing you want to have is your legs being a different color than your actual like face or your arms. So I think like Sheertex could definitely develop a wider range of shades, just like what like Rihanna did with Fenty foundation. I think that was a really awesome stepping stone for other brands to follow suit. In terms of sustainability, I think Sheertex here probably rates like, I guess it depends on where you come from. It's definitely not a B corporation, and it's stockings are not like made out of recycled water bottles. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen anything like that on their website. It just says, you know, what kind of material it's made out of. They do try, because in like previous review videos, I noticed that they used to come in big boxes and their packaging are these like big cardboard tubes. Like there's just a lot of excess packaging. But this time when I got it, and you know, maybe they could be cutting on cost too, whatever, is that they actually put it into this biodegradable bag. So once you're done with it, you can probably just put your food waste and then dump it in the green bin, which is what we use in Toronto here. It actually just looks like a cardboard box like this. So this is just the packaging for all of the tights. Over here it has the like backing of it. I think that it's not the most sustainable option, say that you live overseas and this needs to get delivered over to you guys. However, if you are in Canada, that you're living in Quebec or Ontario, the shipping is so much less on the environment, so it's probably a more sustainable option in sourcing it from their factory in Montreal. With the material stuff, like I don't think that's most sustainable. So I will give them like a 2 in sustainability in comparison with all the other alternatives out there. Next thing I want to talk about is the variety, and from what I can tell on the site, there's actually quite a few things that you can choose from. There is a beautiful red color in case you're feeling a little funky, and there's also a gorgeous blue. There's also some like sparkle tights, and there's like footless tights, there's socks that you can buy, there's scrunchies also, and there's like a variety of patterns that I think are really cute staples. Like there's like a polka dot that I've been eyeing, as well as like a heart stocking that I think if you guys are interested, that would be a really great twist on your stockings. So I think that in terms of variety, yes, I think that they could definitely expand it. So I'll give it like a 4 because it covers the basics, and I'm all for basics. When it comes to price, Sheertex is definitely on the like $3 sign if we were talking about Yelp, or $4 sign. It is not the cheapest option. If you're really clumsy and you tend to replace a lot of your stockings, I think it's a really great investment given how durable it is, and all things considered, I think it looks great for the price. I think it's about like 4 stockings would equal to 1 pair of these. If you want to get like a better deal, they also have like 1 pack, 2 pack, and 3 packs. You can save a little bit of money if you want to buy more. Of course, like buy what you need is what I want to say, but I ended up buying 3 because I know I wear them quite often. I wear them in the fall when I'm hanging with my friends, or I'm wearing them to the office after all this working from home is over. I just really like tights because, or stockings, because they really elevate your appearance and you can actually wear your summer, spring clothes into the fall, winter time. So I think that's really great to have some duality in your wardrobe and more versatility. I think $80 a pair of stockings, if you can afford it, are totally worth it. All things considered, are Sheertex worth it to me? Yes, I really do think so. If you can afford it, they're definitely on the pricier side, but I think that it actually creates like less waste if you are able to keep 1 pair versus keep buying like multiple pairs, because you keep destroying it. Because not only are you buying like more stockings, you're actually buying more of the packaging that comes with it. That is my review for Sheertex stockings. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have had experience, positive or negative experiences with Sheertex, please do leave a comment down below. If you liked this video, give it a like. And if you like these kinds of videos where I do reviews on different things, honestly, they're really random, or like just living in Toronto, or just speaking the mind of a young professional in Toronto, please hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!